What's going on, guys? Just wanted to give you some tips and remind you to change out the filters on your RODI units. As you guys know, they recommend for you to change out your sediment filter and your carbon blacks anywhere from 6 months to a year. The membrane here, they say it can last anywhere from 2 to 3 years, depending if you take good care of it by constantly flushing it. Now in my case, in March was my 1-year marker for me to change out filters. It's now November, so I'm approximately about 8 months over the time for me to have changed my filters. But till this day, the carbon blacks are still working properly. If you guys want to get the maximum life out of your carbon blacks, or if you guys want to make sure they're still working properly after 6 months or a year, you can do so by purchasing some of these strips here. They test for chlorine and chloramines. Now, when you're making water, what you want to do is take a water sample from your waistline. This is water that's already gone through your carbon blocks, and you want to test this water. So let's go ahead and turn this on. So we'll go ahead and get a water sample from your waistline. Now what you want to do is get one of the strips. You want to dip the strip in for 2 seconds. Wipe off any excess water. And then bring it over here to your color chart. As you see, we are reading 0. So that's actually good. That means that our carbon blacks are still functioning properly, which is what we want, because we don't want any chlorine going through the carbon blacks into the membrane. That would damage your membrane. And of course, we would also be introducing chlorine into our system. Now, with the strips, you can also check for chlorine or chloramines to see if you want to know if your water is being treated by chloramines. All you have to do in that case is grab a water sample from your tap water. So we'll grab some tap water. Same thing, you'll grab a new strip. You'll go ahead and dip it in for 2 seconds. You want to take out any excess water, and then we'll go here to our color chart. As you see here, we have some color changes notifying that there is chlorine in the water. When we go here to our color chart, you can see that the colors on our strip are matching the colors on the color chart. In this case, it would be showing it's about 1 ppm. This is indicating that my water is being treated by regular chlorine. Now, in the case that your strip does not match the color chart, meaning in this case, let's say the top was let's say a green and the bottom was a red, and it's not matching, or you have 2 reds, a color pattern where it's not showing on this color chart, that means that the water is being treated by chloramines. So in this case, we have a match. The top and bottom need to match the chart, the color chart, and that indicates that it's chlorine. If they don't match the chart, both colors need to be the same, then your water is being treated by chloramines. Now, the only other thing, in this case, what I did was go ahead and purchase the kit that came already with the carbon blacks to treat for chloramines. Just in case they start treating my water with chloramines, I'm already covered for the chloramines. In this case, because my water is not being tested for chloramines, these would actually last longer than the regular carbon blacks. The only other thing you would need to do once you change out the filters, they recommend for you to go ahead and run your unit for at least an hour to kind of break in the new filters. Also, don't forget to disconnect your DI resin, so that way you're not wasting DI resin while you're breaking in the filters for that hour. And that's about it, guys. So go ahead and test out your units if you haven't changed out your carbon blacks in a while. The strips are pretty cheap. I think they're like about $6 or $12. You get 25 strips. You can also check to make sure to see if your water is being treated with chloramines or regular chlorine. And that's about it, guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and change these out. This should give me approximately about 20 months plus more of pristine water. And as usual, I do thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next update.